Chris, a game that had a bit of everything by the end of it. A deserved point, though, for your side.
I believe so. We've got ourselves off the date because with 10 minutes to go, it didn't look that way. Disappointing to give a penalty away in the manner. I believed our performance, right from the off was good. We need to manage the game a little bit better. I think 30,000 Sheffield United fans and a certain manager were there that we need to play a little bit quicker and a little bit forward late on and to chase the games, but that's them getting used to what I'm about as well. All different ways to win a game of football, round through and over, and sometimes when you're chasing it you have to go a little bit more direct. So they'll understand that because we want to try and play, and I believe that we were the team that controlled the game, especially the first half. So there was none of this, and it didn't feel that there was 14 places between us. It didn't feel as if there was a huge chunk of points between us. First half, we were in control without finding that little bit of magic. Go behind to a shot that ricochets and goes over about two of our players and falls to their lad that sticks it away. We get a deserved equaliser. So made a couple of opportunities to get us in front, but I was expecting that we were going to go for it and not go for it, but in a controlled way to go and get that win. And obviously had the disappointment and. Of going behind and then having received the red card as well was a double disappointment. But as you all know, the players have to go to the end, and they did. And because of that attitude, because of the block late on and a couple of recovery runs late on, that allowed us the game to be in the balance. And we find a great cross, and their goalkeeper makes a rash decision in trying to clear out Ollie Mack. And for me, a deserved decision, a brilliant finish by Ollie, apparently, because I never saw it, and for me, a reward which has been a pretty decent performance.
Yeah, had to show a lot of resilience today, didn't you? Going behind twice as a team. That says a lot about your side and some good characteristics.
In the Premier League, yeah, I mean, we have to take the blows, we have to suffer, but I didn't think we suffered a lot in terms of possession or Wes making unbelievable saves. There possibly goalkeeper will say that they've not made any great saves, and we were a little disappointed because I think the way we work the football and the positions that we got into, that's when we need to find that little bit more quality in our play, and we just couldn't find that. You're looking for something off a McAtee and something else off a Gus or whatever, and we just didn't find that little bit of quality or Jaden. But again, for me, the players are giving everything for the football club. That's certainly giving everything for me, and there's a decent feel to it. It's good that we've got players back amongst us that have been out for a number of weeks and months. Tom Davis, Reece Davis being involved. Disappointing for Rian, obviously, because he's looked sharper by the day, so he's going to have to deal with that 3-match ban. And the other likes of the other players coming back, and it just feels we're in a decent place, and we have to, which I've said, second part of the season, we have to get better and we have to keep moving forward. We have to keep learning and working hard, and we're doing that.
Rian's red card, any complaints?
Yeah, I have, yeah, because when you see the one that we had against Vinny Souza for Brentford, I just think it's ridiculous, and David Moyes will possibly say something, and I'll say something, Thomas Frank will say something, and I'll say something. But for me, it's a forward challenge, it's a clumsy challenge. I don't think there's any malice. He's not ridiculously high. I know what a bad tackle looks like, by the way, because I've got a few to my name. And
your words.
Yeah, and that's not a bad tackle. It's a forwards tackle. Obviously, reactions, everything else, people running from 100 yards, you can do without that, but that's how it is. And as I said, you see that one on Vin by the Brentford boy, and so I don't think anybody knows what's right and what's wrong at the moment.
You mentioned the character of Ollie McBurney getting his goal at the end with the penalty, but you must be delighted that Ben Broughton Diaz got off the mark in his home debut.
I thought his all-round play was great. It's always difficult making your debut in the Premier League against West Ham on a windy Sheffield afternoon, cold Sheffield afternoon, but I thought it was outstanding. He'll be disappointed he didn't get a second, but we knew that he had 55 minutes in him because of the amount of football he's been playing. He come on at Gillingham and was good and has trained this week, and his attitude and his play, he's here for assists and he's here for goals, and it's a good start for him, and he's fitted in brilliantly with the players, and he's a good good player and a good character to have around.
Must be pleased with the attacking options that you have now. You know, you gave Will Asula the nod up front today, but got good options on the bench. Could we see you rotating all that game to game?
Well, you've got, that's what you need, and I think that's what we're all after: healthy competition for places and the ability to change it if we need to change it, and change shape if we need to change it. I didn't think we felt we needed to change the shape today because we were pretty comfortable against a decent side. There's 6 in the division, so tactically it wasn't an issue. Felt Will was just a little bit off. To be fair, he gave me a right problem because he started to come alive on about 40 minutes. Just when I thought he possibly had seen Ollie Mack warming up, and me saying to Al, we need to get Ollie Mack onto the pitch. It was that type of game. There's a couple of things bounced off him, but he'll learn. You know, Brooksy as well, been another fabulous afternoon.
Fantastic today, wasn't it? Some of his touches.
It was. I'm going to nail him a couple of bits because, you know, defensively he's got to look after that position as well, because to be that all rounder he's got to fill holes as well. So we'll critique his performance as well, but I thought the reception the supporters gave him, you know, must have felt 10 foot tall for the young lad, and Ben as well, and Austin as well. So I thought I believe it was a performance individually packed full of really good performances by the boys, and they brought it together. And yeah, we're a little bit disappointed we've not got a win, but a result keeps us moving forward.
You said you were close to a couple of signings before the weekend. Are they expected to come in?
Yeah, I listened on the phone last night, on the phone this morning. You know, to add to the group. Fingers crossed we can do that, and in the next 2 or 3 days before the Brighton game, I'm hopefully we can get a couple in over the line. But as we always say, it's not the easiest, and the new signings as well. You know, Ollie Mack's been away for a week, and you know he's had a week away with a specialist, and you know even him just coming back yesterday, he just looked a different player as well. So keep him fit. Keep the other boys fit, get the likes of Davis back, Reece Norrington-Davis, Tom Davis, the other boys back. And it can only point for us to progress going forward and have an interesting second part of the season.
Is it Gerbich and Curtis, the two that you're looking to bring in?
Why is he asking me?
No, Chris. No.
I'll do my job, Chris.
I'll do my job. And then I'll do mine.
Very good.
Cheers.
Just finally, Anel. Still strong links with people in for him. Rumours of 20 million from Napoli.
His performance was excellent today. Committed. He's all in. I've talked about it. Speculation is speculation. It happens regarding a good player, and he's a good player.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Chris.
Thanks, mate.